Welcome to another Willy Weighs In. This is the Edmonton Oilers versus the Dallas Stars. This is the first meeting of the year, and it's Edmonton back on the road for a 3-game road swing. We get starting in net Stuart Skinner, which is great because he's been unbelievably solid for the Oilers. He's held them in, and he has made key saves at key times for the Oilers, and he is on fire. Drawing back into the lineup is Derek Ryan. We got Perlini coming back in as well. Turris out. Benson out. This game gets off to, the same kind of start we've been seeing lately for the Oilers, which is getting hemmed in their own zone. Jamie Benn seems to be on fire and on a different level, playing with an energy that no one else can match. He strips the puck from Draisaitl. He strips the puck from a number of players. He's keeping that puck in deep, and they are cycling. Finally, Edmonton gets it out of their end. Seems like the puck is bobbling a bunch. We do get a good chance from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who rifles it out front, but no one is there. We see a couple good shots from Broberg from the point, who looks like he's doing good, and then we get a penalty called on us. It's Duncan Keith. He manages to get, his stick in between the legs of a Dallas player, trips him on the boards. Dallas gets to work on the power play, and we get the puck behind the net, a good chance to get it out. Broberg gets it, wrists it along the boards. It's stopped. They shoot it from the point, and it's double tipped by Radulov and Hance. It's a power play goal, 1-0 for Dallas. And then we take another stupid penalty. It's too many men on the ice. Good God, come on, Edmonton. How can we not get off to these starts? And Robertson scores. One-timer on the power play. 2-0 for Dallas. Now, here's a theme I've seen with the Oilers so far this season. First periods are awful. They can't seem to find their feet. They can't seem to find their offense. There was a little bit of a stint where the Draisaitl, Nugent-Hopkins, Yamamoto line was really wheeling in the Dallas zone. They kept him hemmed in. They had him tired, but couldn't get any penalties called, couldn't generate any good chances. Shots were blocked. It was really frustrating. Edmonton's being outshot this period. No penalties called for Edmonton. Dallas played a hell of a period. It was really good. There was nothing to call. And Edmonton took 2 stupid penalties. So you're at this deficit. You still have 40 minutes to play, but my God, you've got a hole to climb out of. How are we going to do this? We've seen it before, but it's so frustrating to watch. I want Edmonton to get out to good starts, much like their last game. They had a great start. Unbelievable against Chicago. That's it, though. I guess we'll see what happens in the second. Second period comes around, and guess what? Oh my God, it's driving me insane. The calls that are missed. There's a blatant trip on Leon Draisaitl near the beginning of the period. Not called. There is a stick that gets up under the visor and hits Ryan McLeod. High stick. No call. There's a cross check on Draisaitl. He's pushed into the boards. No call. Draisaitl gets back up, cross checks the guy. Bang, he gets called. Draisaitl trips the guy. He gets called. Unbelievable. This is such a lopsided game in terms of calls. It's brutal. And the thing is, Dallas has capitalized on most of their penalties. I think all of them. There's a third penalty that's called. And you know what? They come in. Edmonton has the puck out of the zone. They're putting pressure on shorthanded. And then, Dallas player comes down and dekes out Skinner, puts it 5-hole. Not Skinner's fault. Skinner has made huge saves to keep the Oilers in this. There was a 2-on-1 in this period. He gets over for a beautiful one-timer and gets the blocker on it. Skinner has played outstanding. The Oilers haven't shown up. They haven't been able to produce. The lines, it looks like Derek Ryan is injured, so McDavid's playing with Sevier and Perlini. Their chemistry isn't great in this game. It's frustrating. We do, however, get a goal. And it's a Draisaitl and McLeod 2-on-1. Draisaitl makes a beautiful saucer pass to Ryan McLeod, who gets the puck to settle on his stick and buries it. 3-1 for the Dallas Stars. And that's how this period ends. This ugly period. And good God, I cannot wait for for the officiating to change. For God's sake, what is it going to take to get a call for the Oilers? It has been horrific this season. It's mind-baffling. It's angering as a fan. What is it going to take, especially for blatant plays like this? There was a 4-on-4. They called a play on Hyman because he was taken down by a full body. But come on. Something's got to give. And this has not been a great game that Edmonton has played. I would be surprised if they get out of this with a win. It's 3-1. They can do it. We've got a whole third period to get 2 goals, and Edmonton is very capable. They've done it before, but good God, pull it together. Third period, here we come. Third period comes around, and it gets even more frustrating for the Oilers and for Oilers fans. There's a shot by Ryan Suter. It's beautifully deflected by Glenn Denning in front, right past Skinner. He doesn't have a chance. This is not Stuart Skinner's loss. This is a whole team, brutal play. It was an awful game to watch. The third period was hard. Lines were switched up. It looked like Draisaitl and McDavid were with Perlini. Nugent-Hopkins was with Hyman and Puljujarvi. And it was just a mishmash of all these players just put in a blender and tossed around. They need to be better tomorrow night. Unbelievably better. They lost Duncan Keith on the blue line. Won't return for today's game. Great. So we've got a depleted blue line. Really could have used Darnell Nurse. Chris Russell played well, put his body on the line. Broberg, started off okay, but made some mistakes and wasn't that great today. So, let's say one game great for Broberg. Another, not that great. Let's hope tomorrow's different. But man, this blue line's getting a little bit beaten up. Let's hope Keith can stick in there. Otherwise, Lagesson comes in, and we got a pretty raw, fresh, young blue line. And might not be so bad, but I mean, I guess we'll see. Not a great game. Let's see how they can do in front of Koskinen on the ladder of a back-to-back. Maybe they can walk out with a win tomorrow night. Hey, a 13-5 record, not bad. Ugh, you got to feel bad, though, for Connor McDavid. That's his 17-game point streak comes to an end. It ends tonight. But you know what? He can just start another one. Hey? Right? Well, let's see how they do against Arizona tomorrow. That's a must. Not a must win, but I mean, that's got to be a win column for the Oilers. That's marked on the calendar, a W. Come on. Let's hope they can do it. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been another Willy Weighs In. Please click subscribe, add some comments, tell your friends, and watch the main pod with myself, Pilon, Sanjay, and Baron. Take care.